everybody. We're starting off this video in my fluffy butt hut where my chickens are. It is about 5 p.m. I'm going to give them some food here real quick. It is about 5 p.m. and it's about 3 degrees out. And I thought I would just take a portion of the video here and just talk about the weather that we're experiencing right now, and if you're interested, a little bit of chicken information. So I have 6 chickens, and they're all mostly the same age. One is a little bit smaller. Let's put you back up here. And this is our first winter having chickens, and I'll show them off in just a second here. Maybe I can accomplish both. There we go. This is our first winter having chickens, and it's a cold one. Again, like I said, it's about 3 degrees out. Later in the week, it's supposed to be negative 28 at some point. So what do you do in the wintertime when you have chickens and you live in a very cold state like Montana? Well, one thing you have to remember, they have chickens in Alaska, and typically it does not get that cold here. We'll have a cold snap like we are right now, but it doesn't stay that way by any means. So basically, chickens need to be out of the wind and they need to be dry. And there's things you can do to supplement that heat. So right now we have this kind of bedding on the ground. You can add extra bedding, give them extra food, making sure they have plenty of water. And you can give them corn. I also saw last night you can give them spicy things. I've yet to try that one myself, but I saw that. And just checking on them. We tend to leave the heat lamp on during the majority of the day because I don't really want to open up the windows. So we have a couple windows over here. Here, I can show you. Hi, baby. We have a couple windows over here. So you can see that you can open up, and there's a screen so they won't leave. You can open those up to get a little bit of airflow. But when it's that cold out and it's snowing right now, we keep them closed. And then we run the heat lamp during the day, so they're kind of like, oh, it's daytime, and then we usually turn it off at night. The thing is you don't want them to get too comfortable with having a heat lamp on, because then they won't acclimate. Chickens have feathers, so if you can imagine like a down pillow, like a down blanket, how warm you are when you have that on. This jacket is a down feather jacket. And I only have one layer on under this. That's a separate interesting fact. What do you wear during the winter when it's 4 degrees as a high during the day? What do you do? So anyway, that's a little bit about if you have chickens and you live in a cold climate. Keeping them dry and out of the wind is really important. We also have this little plate thing right here. Heat comes off of it. As you can see, they're standing beside it. There's plenty of room for all of them to snuggle. If that falls on the ground, it's not so hot that it's gonna, create a fire. It's just warm enough. And they can warm up their feet, which they do sometimes there, as you can see. And then this, you can buy this. So we have a local Murdoch's. There's other country feed type stores that have those types of things, but basically there's a heater on the bottom, and it keeps the water from freezing, and it keeps the water sort of a not quite lukewarm temperature, so it won't freeze. You can also, I was looking on Amazon last night, and you can buy for like $10, $11, you can buy these little plastic water bottles that have like a thick plastic that they shouldn't be able to bite through. Again, what I was reading. And put that in the water, you know, or just put pretty warm water in it and refill it a couple times a day. You don't necessarily need anything fancy like that, but anyway, a couple things you can do. You have plenty of food, and I usually check on them a couple times in the day. Me or my husband will check on them early in the morning, about 6:30, and then I check on them at night. I usually hang out with them about 45 minutes to an hour at night, and then I turn off the light and go to bed. So you could certainly invest in, you know, a camera of some sort or something to check on them too. That's always nice to have, but it's not completely necessary. Again, you know, chickens do just fine in lots of different types of climates and everything. So let's introduce you to my crew here. This right here, you can see. Well, let's start here. So this white one right here, her name was Elsa, but the other day I heard a cock-a-doodle-doo, so it's likely a Hans. This one is Sasquatch. This one up here is Pepper. This one down here is Cinnamon. This one right here, this gray one, is Bubbles. And this is a tough bird, the smallest in here. Kicks chicken butt. So I named it Black Betty from that wrestler in that song. Still deciding if the littler one is a boy as well. But we'll see. Anyway, they're hanging out, having a snack, and I thought I'd show you what our situation is like in our weather. I know a lot of people around different states and stuff are dealing with extremely cold temperatures too. As you can see, my nose is running. So that is not unique to us. I'm going to put you back here so you can see them a little bit here. So as far as like what you wear in the winter time when it's this cold is you try just to not let any skin get exposed. So I'm really bad about wearing gloves, but gloves are helpful. I was just introduced to this thing that you put over your face where only your eyes show. That's really helpful. You lose a lot of your heat from the top of your head, and so wearing a hat is helpful. I'm only wearing one layer under here, but this is a down feather coat. And the shoes I'm wearing, they're boots with some lined material, but mostly they wick away moisture, which is really helpful. So that is what I'm wearing on my feet. You know, and you get used to it. That's the thing. I used to freeze when it was anything below 40. Anything below 40. And I'm doing relatively fine. So anyway, it's beautiful out here. It's snowing. It's supposed to snow most of the week. Anyway, I'm going to stop this and see if I can pick up a chicken or two to show you. So, hang on. Alright, this is Cinnamon. This is the cuddliest of the chickens. I have a couple more that I hold, but this is her. She's very cuddly. I know, you see my ring. I know. Pink. Let me eat some food. Alright guys, well, thanks for joining me in my chicken adventures. We're just gonna snuggle for a little while in here and And I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Say bye, Cinnamon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay warm. I also wanted to add a couple more things before I go. So, what's underneath here is cardboard. And we have it lined throughout the bottom of the shed so that if we need to clean it, then we just pick it up, toss it in our biodegradable container just out here, and replace it. Super cheap way. Some people buy plastic to put underneath, like a hard plastic. Also, our chicken light is secured by these nails here. So if it were to fall, which it hasn't, we've had this coop now for about 3 months, 2-3 months. It hasn't fallen, but if it were to, it'll get caught on the nail and it'll just dangle. So there's that safety feature. And again, I'm checking on them 2 to 3, sometimes even 4 times a day. And also, we have this shower curtain that we weren't using anymore. And this is just kind of a barrier for when we're opening the door, they won't fly out. But also, when you open the door, there's a barrier so the wind doesn't come rushing in. They also have lots of different spots to get up above the ground if they want to. I should mention that too. Heat rises, and so if they can climb up there during the night when they need to, they can. Otherwise, they have that heating element, and they have the feathers, and they snuggle. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this is helpful. Bye.